Okay. 2, 1. Tetris.
This is a big one.
And we are off.
So I got Jacobo, I got Hana, I got AVGeek, and I got Nima.
Oh, yeah. All right, so things are afoot here. Again, looking at on the top, we have Jacobo and Hana. It is a 19-14 seed matchup. And then on the bottom, we've got a little bit of a Cinderella story here in this bracket. Nima, the 35 seed, has made it all the way through to the next round. He's taking on AVGeek, so could be looking at an upset special if things go Nima's way.
Absolutely, yeah. Nima, I've gotten to watch warm-ups. It's... I bought Nima stock, I'll be honest. But there's that Tetris, a little bit of a beginning drought here, 68 to 50.
Yep. And I just want to check. I got someone saying there's no sound, but I do hear myself. So, yep, it looks like we are audible. So you all can hear us. If you can't, that is a you problem.
Yeah, that's right. We are audible.
Yep. So there we go. Things are looking unfortunate. And was that a top out, or are they just getting themselves warmed up? I do not know.
We counted them down.
Yeah, I'm assuming that was a top out, and that would give Jacobo the first win. But I want to confirm with our ref before we jump to any sort of conclusions. Oh, wait, Martz is our ref? Oh, no.
Yeah. No.
Hold
okay.
on. I will check with. I'm going to double check with Martz. That was a game, right? Oh, okay. So Martz, our referee on the spot, giving clarification. It was not an official game. They did not have the same seed on that top matchup, so they are doing a replay.
Yeah. If I had the French Canadian Crusher behind me, I'd be a little nervous.
I know. All right, but on the bottom here, we're coming up on a third of the way to transition, and it is a one Tetris lead for AVGeek. We will give those pace projections once we get to that 1/3 of the way point. Nima looking at a 570K pace. AVGeek over 600K. This is a 630,000 transition pace for AVGeek a third of the way in.
Wow. Yes. Thanks for running those numbers. That makes it very easy on me here. Yes, AV.
Yeah. Who needs Nestris champs when you have Toastris champs over here?
Yeah, Toastris champs.
All right. And Triskai has also made the migration from CT3 to CT2. Triskai on Team Hana for this one.
All right. Yeah, we got it's a really tough call. All these players are so both of the streams are just loaded with the action.
It's just like every stream you go to, you are going to get big names and lots of intrigue in every matchup. Now, on the bottom here, we're getting close to halfway. There was a small drought there. Nima gets a Tetris out of it. Hey, now on AVGeek side, 269 to 229.
Yep, and a little small micro droughts here. It's just all about how it's not about how you place the pieces, it's about where you put them.
Indeed, and on the bottom, they are moving along swimmingly, halfway to transition, still a 580K transition pace for AVGeek, and Nima on the other side, 460, so AVGeek maintaining that pace advantage, 71% to 51% Tetris rate, so you've got two-factor authentication on this lead for AVGeek.
Absolutely, yeah, this is, all right, now 4.5 Tetrises up top here. Hana leads by a Tetris.
Yep, and looking at the top here, they're coming up on a third of the way to transition as well, both with great paces. This is, oh my God, it is almost tied over there. Push down points separating them. 630K paces for both Jacobo and Nima, or Hana, excuse me. And Hana knows what's at stake, gets the push down points to avoid a tie.
That was a good flat burn. That was really cool.
And speaking of nice flat burns, AVGeek gets one as well. Gets a Tetris down, 388K to 311,000, 90 lines in.
We have got, this is, okay, so yeah, Nima's down. Nima's down by 100K, so.
Yep, now going back to the top half of the board, still very close, only separated by about a burn double. Actually, 262K for both, now separated by push down points.
My goodness.
So this one up top between Jacobo and Hana, looking like a barn burner. Meanwhile, on the bottom, AVGeek is starting to gain a little separation, now up by over 5 Tetrises.
Yeah, 5 Tetrises, that is, especially this close to transition, I mean, that is, you're going in with all the help you need.
Yeah, I mean, it's really going to put the pressure on Nima, especially because Nima now has some weight on that right side of the well, along with the gap. But now Nima facing a drought, which may not be the worst thing for him because he is in the burn unit at the moment.
Yep, spending a little time in the burn unit, but during that micro drought actually isn't a bad time to burn.
No, and that's been a topic of conversation before on streams is it really a bad thing to have a drought when you're in the middle of a burn situation? And I would contend maybe not so much.
Yeah, because the long bar can't, it only goes so many places. And just like that, Nima's out. Nima's out, getting discharged.
Absolutely. Now, looking at the top, Jacobo's opened up just under a 1 Tetris lead, 359 to 339. They're 80 lines in. But let's bring our focus down to the bottom where AVGeek is about to transition 1 Tetris away, 539K. So looking at about a 561,000 transition if AVGeek can get the Tetris. Nima has 2 Tetrises possible with max efficiency, but with those burns, it's probably not going to happen, and AVGeek does transition 564K.
Got a little skill dependency there in the center. But gonna get the pieces for that. Quite nice, quite nice.
Yep. And now Nima has 2 more burns in hand, so gonna burn into 19 at 402,000 points, and he's gonna work to get this board down.
All right, here we go. Good double there. Good double. Nice flat with the T. The T's can get tricky. They're good and they're also not.
Yeah, but it's the Schrodinger's T piece.
Yes, exactly. Like, is it gonna fit anywhere? I don't know.
No, is it there or is it not? But now Nima's going big or going home. He's gonna get, and that is a dirty center well Tetris. Absolute filth from Nima.
Nima's gonna need a shower after this match. That's for sure.
Oh my gosh, any dirtier and we're getting banned from Twitch.
That's right.
But now Nima's not out of the woods yet. He does get the T piece over. I would have topped out on that. But now he's only 1 burn away from being Tetris ready. But this has allowed AVGeek to open up a 149,000 point lead, and Nima's in trouble.
Nima needs a quick tap. It's not going to happen, and AVGeek going to take game number 1.
Yep, and there we go, 643K to 465K. GG's to both of them. Now looking at the top, hey now, 469K for Jacobo to 471K for Nima. We are approaching transition fast. 2 Tetrises in hand for both of these players.
They are, yeah, this is a really close one, really close one.
Long bar, not a drought yet. There's the long bar. Jacobo gets it first. Hana probably not too far away from a long bar of their own. Tetris is in at 499K. You do not get the half max before transition. Deal with it.
Yeah, right. This is comp. You see a lot of different scores, but back in the day, you didn't see a lot of max outs in comp, and now we're seeing a whole new level. I think we've progressed.
Absolutely. And our bottom match between AVGeek and Nima is counted down for game number 2. So we're going to put that heart on the board for AVGeek, up 1-0. And they have started game 2. Meanwhile, up top, both players in transition. 531K for Jacobo, 539K for Hana with the Toastress takes the lead.
That was a good Toastress, mighty fine.
Yep.
All right, there we go. Jacobo's getting a nice long bar there. Gets that over, keeps dash charge.
Yep, and now it looks like Hana's just trying to get reset Simul Tetris on the bottom. You'll love to see it.
Yeah, that is.
It's definitely one of my top 5 favorite Tetrises.
Yeah, the Simul Tetris. Yeah.
Man, AVGeek's gonna throw down another one, and a hey now on the board. I mean, if I know Omen, I know you're watching. We need your hey now counter.
Yeah, Omen, we need your hey now counter. I know you. We saw your battle station to watch all of our streams. We appreciate your viewership, and I hope you're doing good, buddy.
Yep. Omen is having Tetris overload, kind of like when you go to Fogo and you get all the meat you can eat, and you have a little food coma afterwards.
Yeah.
That's Omen with Tetris.
Yeah, it'll be us with sushi at some point.
Oh yes, please. All right, but hey, now on to level 23 up top. A little drought in the books. 644K for Jacobo, 616K for Hana. These players, I would say Jacobo is close to a max out. We'll call it like a 950K pace for Jacobo to kill screen. Hana looking at more like a 900 flat, but Hana raises his hands, not sure what happened, tops out there. Jacobo takes game number 1.
Game number 1, GG's Jacobo. That was tough. It looked to be a loss of DAS, if I had to guess, but yeah, Jacobo, that was some clean Tetrising.
Yep, and he does get the lead, so we're going to give Jacobo that first heart of the match. And right now, the lower seed Jacobo up on Hana here in round 1 of the gold bracket. Okay, and I'm actually, I'll butt in because it is my time to shine. Third of the way to transition on the bottom. 211K for Nima. Actually, that's going to be a 630,000 pace and about a 500,000. We'll call it a 510K pace for AVGeek.
Yeah. I mean, wow. Yeah. Those are some good numbers, Ran. I'm always impressed. It makes it better to visualize as a commentator. You see this like 196, 234, like, but how's that going to play out in the post? That's what's happened in the game one with AV. AV had such a strong pregame, didn't really need the post as much, right?
Yeah, and sometimes that's what the difference is right there, is that you go out to such a lead that it puts pressure on your opponent, and your opponent knows, hey, I have to go aggro or I'm going to lose, and they kind of end up losing anyway because they had to go aggro and they found out.
Yeah, they found out. They're like, oh yeah, DAS.
Yep. They found out that DAS is not rolling.
Right.
Okay, Simul Tetris up top here. They're
Nice.
still early on, halfway to transition on the bottom. 530K pace for AVGeek and a 540K pace for Nima. So fairly close here, separated by about a couple of burned doubles is all they are.
Yeah, it's a nail biter now. 2,000 now 1,000 separates them both, and up top less than a Tetris separates them. Here we got Jacobo going to take some safety burns here in that delayed burn dig setup there. Could have gone flat there, but you know.
Yeah, nope. He's just looking to get that well opened up here, or maybe you call an audible and you go dirty.
Just a triple.
It's a dirty triple. It's like. It's like getting getting like a C in a class you thought you get an A in.
Right, exactly. You still pass. You're still going.
You know what they say? C's get degrees.
C's get degrees. I have several C degrees.
There you go. Now on the bottom here, 361K to 345K. AVGeek with that lead of just under 2 Tetrises, and up top, Jacobo still kind of trying to get out of this situation. Now long bar dependent in the middle.
Ooh, another triple. Yeah, Jacobo's kind of, you see that little head shake there because the triples really do kill the scoring potential before 19. But, anything can happen. Hana's having a great game so far.
Yeah.
AV is having a good game, but last seed was very favorable for their stacking. We're up 1.5 Tetris here.
Yeah, and maybe the effects of Martz being the ref rubbing off on Jacobo with all those head shakes.
Yep. And the hat. We might see that hat return.
Yeah, I mean the hat was migrating around earlier on today.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yep. And we saw Martz with his interesting choice of attire.
Yep, different. It was different, but you know what? It's
we're not here to judge. I mean, he is Canadian after all.
Yeah, we don't know what goes on up there, honestly.
Yeah, it's the uncharted realm of Quebec.
Yes, exactly. And you know what? We know Martz. We love him. We got we'll support him in whatever he decides to wear.
Oh yeah. But back to the game at hand here. On the bottom, we are getting near transition. On the top, we are nearing halfway to transition. So a couple of key points to update here. Hana on a 570,000 transition pace. Jacobo's in a little bit of trouble here. Needs to get this board brought down because he's only on a 290,000 transition pace and building a little dangerously.
Yeah, this is getting a little dangerous with that drought. That drought's going up to 20 now. Okay. About 20 pieces there.
Yeah, not quite a Norg drought, but still something you don't want to deal with that high up the board.
Not a Norg drought. I like calling them micro droughts because they're like you have to burn a few, but.
Yep. It's like craft beer. Some people enjoy it, but it's just enough to annoy you and make you think it's kind of snobbish.
Right, exactly. 19's like the IPA.
There you go. And hey, perfect timing because we have transition on the bottom. 580K now, 585K. Nima in the lead by only a few thousand points. All right, and now taking a look here, we're going to do a round the horn for our score updates. 204,000 for Jacobo, trailing Hana by 160,000 as Hana's at 393K. On the bottom, it is Nima with the lead, 613,000 to 594K, about a 2/3 of a Tetris lead. Okay, 0.7 Tetrises. I was awful by like 300ths of a point.
Yes, that's okay though. We round here sometimes.
Hey, I know there are some people in the chat that like their significant figures, and I know there are some people watching that love that Simul Tetris up top.
Oh yeah, that Simul Tetris, that's like, I don't know, that's like slot machine tier like gets me really happy.
Exactly. It's like you hit the jackpot, and then you have to file your winnings with the IRS, and it just all goes to crap.
Yeah, they walk up, hand you a tax form for that Tetris. Oh.
Yep. It's like the blue-haired attorney from The Simpsons.
Yep. Oh yeah.
All right, but hey, we've got some good 19 action here. 678 to 674. AVGeek with the slight lead. I'll be able to give you a kill screen paces momentarily on top of it, assuming that the boards survive that long. Actually, AVGeek is there 1.02 million pace for AVGeek. And for Nima, actually, their paces are about the same. It's just that AVGeek is slightly ahead in the line count and with a cleaner board.
Yeah, and here we go. Coming up on transition, about 10 lines for the top players here. 474 to 292, so I mean...
And Nima tops out. I was watching Nima's board, and he was hesitant to try and get something over to the left side. He had a J dependency and wanted to get that J piece over, but instead decided to play it to the right. And let's see here.
It was just 20.
I'm showing 20. Yep.
It was actually a micro drought, what we call in the business micro drought.
Yeah, one of those metric droughts.
Yeah.
All right, so let's give the heart over to AVGeek. And AVGeek now up 2 games to 0. All right, but Martz is getting them set up, our international referee of mystery.
Yes, Martz. We've played Martz a lot, but we never get to sit down and have a glass of whiskey with Martz, right?
Yeah, I'm not a drinker, but from what I've heard, Martz has brought the good stuff.
Yeah, that's what I've heard too.
And up top, speaking of the opposite of good stuff, Jacobo has topped out, and Hana gets the win, 559K to 351K. That game is evened up at 1 apiece. And Martz, the ever-efficient French-Canadian crusher referee, has got the bottom game started.
Wow, yeah, this is like... Yeah, running this like the Marines here. This is great. That's kind of the whole tournament's vibe here. We've been blasting through. We sped ran silver, honestly.
Yeah, we were talking. Maybe we need to make silver best of 5 next year.
Yeah, I'm all for it. All right, here's that Tetris AVA Tetris. Oh, pretty tied up here.
Yeah, no, that was actually a topic that we talked about on CT4 when I was doing commentary with Zeno. Is that the shorter a series is, the more it favors the lower seed.
Yes.
Because you have less margin for error. So, I mean, if you think of it the other way, if it were a best of 5 or a best of 7 or, heaven forbid, a best of 9, that allows things to stabilize and favor the more dominant seed because there's more margin for error.
Right.
I mean, and...
You get to see more of what the player can do.
Yeah,
get the nerves out, maybe something like that.
And it's less likely for that lower seed to be able to win on an unfortunate circumstance of maybe a bad RNG or a early top out or something like that. Because in the best of 3, you early top out once, you're facing elimination.
Yeah, you are. And we saw that a lot. We saw some lightning games. But speaking of lightning games here, we're already at 140 to 121 at the bottom here. AV with the lead here. Up top, 47 to 48. So that's pretty close, nail biter.
Yeah, absolutely. We were early on in the throes of level 18 play. You never know what's going to happen here, but it is separated by 9 points.
9 points. Come on.
Yep. I can count 9 points on 2 hands. I just checked. Simul Tetris on top of it.
I like that.
Yeah. But what I don't like is this 22-piece drought on the bottom here that both players are facing. Close circuit to Nima. This drought is longer than the one you faced when you topped out on level 22.
Yeah. Nima, this is the 18, so Nima can deal with it. But once you stop on the whammy, it gets a little dicey.
Yeah, I mean, shout-outs to Press Your Luck. You hate getting whammies.
Thanks, Peter Tamarkin. We miss you.
Oh yeah, R.I.P. Peter Tamarkin, the go to Press Your Luck.
Yeah, Press Your Luck. Yeah, and that's what Tetris. There's a lot of luck pressing. That's for sure.
Absolutely. Actually, I'm not in the top pot for a pace check, but we are in another drought. 25 pieces on that one for AVGeek, and Nima also going to be able to get a Tetris, so only separated by a couple of burned doubles. when they remade Press Your Luck and turned it into that show Whammy on the Game Show Network, initially they did bring in Peter Tamarkin to audition for the show,
Yeah.
but they went with some other dude, and I think that might have been what caused the premature death of that show.
Yeah, I remember that. That was
It was early 2000s gimmicky.
and they had double whammies, yeah. And then they brought it back again in 2019, but I haven't watched much of it.
Yeah, the new host isn't bad, but it goes back to the originals, like the original designs and the aesthetic and everything.
Yeah.
And they did add this kind of cool bonus round thing. And I'll get to it in a little bit here because we're going to do a little score checkage. 274K for Nima, 259K for AVGeek. I mean, they're both sitting around in the mid 400Ks for transition pace. On the top here, coming up to halfway, 186,960 hay now for Jacobo to 209,000 for Hana as they both get a toastress. And Hana's on a 460K transition pace. Looks like Jacobo is not ready for halfway point yet, but we'll be shortly.
AV in a dig here, having a little bit of a DAS mischief. That happens. That happens. It's not a big deal.
And yeah, actually, Chen in the chat giving us a reminding me of a story I am very well familiar with. I believe the dude's name was Michael Hughes.
No, Michael Larson. The Michael Larson episode. Yep.
Yes, that's who I was thinking of. The ice cream truck driver.
Yeah, he memorized they changed it. So that's like memorizing a seed in Tetris. Honestly, that's crazy.
Scott Obozo strats.
Wow.
But yeah. So that's kind of the scoop there. But I was going to look up something, but then I lost my train of thought because we had to give score updates and all that stuff here.
Yeah.
So folks, that's what happens when you get old. Moral of the story: don't get old. Also, left well Tetris for Hana and a dirty one on top of it.
Left well. Some people say they score better when they do a left well, such as Harry Hong.
Yeah. And there are some left well players. I don't know if some of them still do. And Jack, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Anna D was a left well player.
That's right. Yeah.
Larchitect, who you mainly see on CSA for Tetris Effect Connected. Larchitect's a left well player.
Yeah.
And there are some others, but they are a dying breed, much like the dodo.
Yes, indeed, much like the dodo. We need to save the dodos, and we need to save the left wellers.
Yes, absolutely. Save the left wells. But what we're going to be saving right now is another Tetris here, as bottom board is getting close to transition. Nima with 2 more Tetrises, that gets 1. AVGeek with 1 more Tetris, but it is Nima with a 119,000 point lead, transitions at 505K. AVGeek, meanwhile, transitions at 386K. So we'll see if 19 is the great equalizer between these two, with Nima facing elimination.
Yeah, Nima had this golden opportunity and capitalized on it once AV had a misdrop. Well, this is some interesting board design.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, this is like I don't even know. It looks like something where you open up the Sims and start drawing, and then you run out of money halfway through.
Yeah, like a failed SimCity.
Yeah, exactly. And then and then you have to put in the cheat code, and then you start losing stuff because you get caught embezzling funds, and then it just goes to crap.
I've been caught a few times, that's for sure. But hey, Nima's having a good game here and could just keep this set going.
Yeah, absolutely. Nima's board is clean. Nima is was Tetris ready, is not anymore.
3 bars, 4 bars.
Yeah, and now going back up to the top here, they both transition. 519K for Nima, 475,000 for Jacobo. So we have quad damage here on level 19. It's a quad race to the kill streak.
Quad damage.
Okay, you and I are great gaming minds, so I knew exactly you were thinking what I was thinking.
Oh yeah. I've played Quake. That's for sure.
Oh yes,
I've played a little too much.
Love that quad damage.
Yeah, quad damage. And here's that double T-burn was beautiful.
Oh yeah, love a good double T-burn. Meanwhile, AVGeek and Nima on to level 23. As far as kill screen pace is looking like about a 900,000 for Nima, and we're going to call it a 710,000 for AVGeek. So AVGeek has some work to do if she wants to win this in a sweep. It's going to take a Herculean effort, in my bready opinion.
Yeah, she's not giving it up, but see, the RNG just kind of said, all right, and Nima's good for this game.
Yep, Nima takes it, and now is still in it, down 2 games to 1.
I'm glad we get to see these two play some more.
Yep, and now we go back up top here, on to level 22. We're going to give you a kill screen pace checks here. 930,000 is the pace for Hana to kill screen. Jacobo is behind by a couple of Tetrises, and his pace is looking like it's about 840,000 for kill screen. So Jacobo with some work to do to prevent Hana from going up 2-0.
Wow, Hana with that quick tap too. I've seen a few. It's just like the quick taps. That's not something I know.
Yeah, and we were seeing those quick taps in silver. I mean,
yeah.
I was watching. I mean, we were watching the silver finals, and it was I believe Z-Wing that was just quit tapping like it was his day job.
Yeah, it was like he's salaried for that one. That's crazy.
No kidding. But once again, Militant Marts here getting these matches started quickly, and we are on to game number 4 between Nima and AVGeek.
Hana is gonna top out here very shortly. There is nothing Das can do to get that over. 669 is your chase down, Jacobo.
Yep, it's a hey now chase down here.
Yeah, hey now.
670K is the target score here, and Jacobo does have the runway to do this, only down by about 27,000 points with 35 lines to go until kill screen. So I'm sure Jacobo can't hear me, but I mean, he could line this out if he doesn't hang a piece or two.
Yeah, I'm watching this. I'm like, well, what would I do? I probably would have hung a piece.
Yeah, I probably would have topped out by now personally.
Yeah, like we're all mortals here.
Yeah, we are mere mortal DAS players. These are like golden gods of Tetris and DAS. But right now, Nima is in some deep doo-doo here.
Nima, no.
No, not like this, Nima. And Nima tops out at 16,000. AVGeek takes it and the match 3-1. That is going to do it for them. And Jacobo does take game number 3, 671,000 to, hey now, 669,000. Jacobo now up 2-1 here.
On Monday Night Mayhem, that's Marts, and they're starting already. Wow,
Yep.
okay.
Marts showing absolutely no mercy here, getting things going, running a very tight ship.
Something survivable here.
Mart's doing a good job. Yeah, I was giving him the good job signal, obviously, which I think is universal between U.S. and Canada, I hope.
No, yeah, absolutely. But while we're getting this match going in the early days here, I want to give a big shout out to the Tetris Company for sponsoring every CTWC, all 16 of them. Congratulations on 40 years of Tetris. Don't forget to follow at Tetris_official on Instagram to keep up on all things Tetris.
Yeah, the Tetris Company, they have a great Instagram page too, and it is just it's a wholesome company. I love Tetris.
Now, funny story. I don't know if you were around to see this. It might have been on another stream, but we had an account coming to Twitch. It was Tetris Official with no underscore. And all of a sudden, I think it was either Tyler or Hana or Mario or someone sounded like, Tetris Official, give them mod privileges. And we found out it was just someone that got the name because it was unclaimed.
That's terrible.
Yep.
That's terrible.
Yep. And then the conversation turned from, oh, it could be the real Tetris account to, yeah, you're probably sitting on that to make a pretty penny off Tetris, aren't you?
Yeah.
All right.
Old domain.
Yep. But right now, Hana facing elimination in game number 4, down 2-1 to Jacobo.
Rough sequence here for Jacobo here. We're getting up a little high.
Yeah, and I mean, if you were able to tap or roll, this would not look so bad. But with DAS, this is a troublesome situation.
Ooh, that's quite surgical, though.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Jacobo is surviving and possibly thriving over here. And he's still burning down, but this is allowing Hana to make a big lead. Hana now over 200,000 points and on a 630,000 transition pace. Meanwhile, Jacobo in this massive burn, he's only on a 210,000 pace, so massive edge here for Hana trying to stay alive.
Absolutely, but Jacobo has a PhD in digging, apparently. This is quite impressive.
I know. You might say he went to college for archaeology with all that digging.
Yeah, it's archaeological, that's for sure. Here we go.
Yes. And of course, we are at the Jonas Cup. That is a very Jonas phrase.
Yep, Jonas said that. And we miss you, Jonas. This is, we're glad we can still come to Portland and have this competition.
Absolutely. So, and of course, because Marts is here, we have an early dash shift.
Yep, Marts is kind of cursing them a little, I think.
You know how we have a mulligan for when someone plays on after the game has been won? Maybe we need to name the early dash shift the Marts.
Yeah, the Mart. Yeah.
Yeah, you really marched that one.
He marched it up.
Yep.
That was it. So we had a good T-spin save there.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't T-piece you. I think it's great. It's a leap of faith, especially in comp, to rely on a T-spin, but sometimes that's your best move. And, okay, we're
Yeah.
Tetris ready again here on Jacobo.
Yeah.
Hana's having a great game, though.
Yeah, and halfway to transition, Hana is on about a 570,000 transition pace. Jacobo right now on a 240,000 transition pace.
Not bad at all for Hana. This is great, especially for someone whose playstyle I don't believe is main dash. I could be wrong on this, but
I think Hana does have the ability to roll, but Hana is, we'll say, a big aficionado of the dash play style.
fair enough. Well, that's the more you know. I'm just so happy to see these rollers be able to say, well, okay, you do it, and then they come here, and you know what? They do it.
Yep. I mean, the best players. It doesn't matter what play style they use. They're going to be good no matter what they do. I mean, you take a good roller and you take a high level roller and you put them in a DAS tournament and tell them to play DAS. They're going to do okay.
Right there, yeah. It's a testament to their spot, and they've earned it. And here we go. We're 238 to 429, just 167 lead here.
Yeah.
A little dicey, but you know what? This is match point for Jacobo. So if we see a miracle, this would be over. But it's looking like Hana's has the favor into 19.
Yeah, and just to kind of add to the situation here, Jacobo's also ahead in the line count, so add a little bit more onto that pace. I mean, Hana has, in a sense, doubled up the Tetris rate, 38% to 73%.
That burn unit, there you go.
Yep. Yep, cool and cover. That's what you got to do in the burn unit.
Yep.
Although in Tetris, you kind of want to do the opposite. You kind of want to uncover.
Yeah, uncover that, and we're seeing a few more Tetrises kind of get that. It's going to be like we're at seven Tetris lead here for Hana, so, but 115 lines. Ooh, another T-spin executed.
Yep, and Pollo in the chat shouting out to Hana. Vamos, Hana. Pollo, we're going out for sushi tonight. You want to join us?
Yeah, Pollo, you want to join us? Good to see some fans. I love it when the people pull up to the chat, especially those who can't make it. It's glorious.
Yeah, but we're coming up to transition here. Hana could get two more Tetrises. Jacobo is down to his last Tetris, gets it at 404,000, so has been able to slightly cut into this lead, and by slightly, I mean by about a Tetris.
Yeah, by about a Tetris now. 5 Tetrises.
Yeah, 5 Tetrises and change. 5.63 for those of you who like your sig figs.
Yeah, that's right. That's 5. It's now 6.63. So there's a few ways this can go. We can see a chase down. We can see a dig on Anna's board, but I'm seeing this favorite for Hana.
Yeah, or for those of you that like your scientific notation, Hana is up by 5.44 times 10 to the 0 Tetrises.
Times 10 to the 0 Tetrises. Wow, that gave me it's giving me some flashbacks.
Yep, and Mr. Cuddle's asking about the other matchup. AVGeek won that one 3-1.
Yeah, it was a great match. Yeah, AV, and I'm sure we'll have this on published at some point in the future. Clean it up, and you can see all these great matchups.
Actually, I believe Wing Fryer is doing great work getting these uploaded quickly. I actually watched qualifiers last night from this tournament on the on the Classic Tetris Archives YouTube channel.
That's some great turnaround time. That's so. Ooh, Hana. Actually, you know what? That worked out quite well. That adjustment was beautiful.
Yeah, and Hana now over 700,000 points, and Jacobo looking at a 840,000 kill screen pace as he gets a Tetris into 600K. Hana is currently on a 1.08 million pace. Hana is on a max out trajectory, so the cowbell is ready over here on Classic Tetris.
We have that cowbell ready.
Yep. If we get a max out, we're going to have a fever, and you know what the prescription for a fever is?
It's ringing that bell.
It's more cowbell.
More cowbell.
Yep. Shout-outs. Welcome to the chat. Trisky, I know you came over from CT3. Rogue Potato attacks my brother in the Carbtel. Welcome aboard.
Rogue Potato. I knew you'd pull up eventually.
Yep. It's like Rogue Potato has a bat signal for me. Whenever I'm on, Rogue Potato just seems to find out where I am and come in with the toast emoji.
I love that. I love that about you, Rogue Potato. What's up, Rogue Potato?
Oh, and he's following up with Ethan shout-out.
Yeah,
All right, but this game's getting a little bit closer, down to a 2 Tetris lead. Remember, this was a 7 Tetris advantage for Hana at one point, and Jacobo has just chipped away piece by piece, and now on level 26, he's got a shot here.
Okay,
right.
we're getting in a little drought here. This is dangerous territory, so we're going to take that burn, but actually gets that Tetris here.
Yeah, his patience is rewarded here. A 20-piece drought finishes with the Tetris, and Hana gets one too, 755K to 851K. That is the current score on game number 4. Hana needs this to stay alive, and Hana currently with a just over a 1 Tetris lead.
There we go. Setting up for another Tetris. Where's the long bar? Here it comes, and boom, there's that Tetris there.
Yes.
1 Tetris away.
So we are, yep, if Jacobo can get 2 more Tetrises, there is one of them. 1 more Tetris until kill screen. This is his last hurrah here, unless he manages to pull a Pixel Andy and play some DAS on level 29. He is building. There is the Tetris, 930,000, and he's going for more points, but it's not going to be enough. 930,000. Hana takes game number 4, and guess what, folks? We need more points. It's a decider. All right. All right. And here it is. Time for a decider.
Decision here, yep.
So we are moving on here, and we're going to do a little camera work here, get Jacobo in line. There we go. It is game number 5. It is winner take all. Whoever gets this one moves on to play another day.
Yes, this is fighting for survival here in the gold bracket.
Yep, and this is it. The last match of day 2. Classic Tetris 1 is finished. All eyes are on this match between Hana and Jacobo. They get a simul Tetris, 26,000 for both. So you are here with me and with EthanThoughts. We are bringing this party to a close here.
That's right, baby. And Ethan thinks simul Tetrises are freaking awesome. I love it. Whoever did that, thanks.
Oh yeah,
program
absolutely.
that's beautiful.
Yeah, that is one of the perks of Nester's champs. And ooh, that's a nice little old piece tuck there by Jacobo to get the 5 and below.
Yeah, and didn't have like the piece preview enough to realize that long bar was coming. I wouldn't have known that either, but like it's still like making the right move that seems wrong, but it is the right move.
And low-key, I would say that's a tough tuck for a roller with that reaction time. To do it with DAS is nothing short of amazing.
Oh yeah, that's DAS is only so fast.
Yep, and Java and T kind of echoing our sentiment, saying that both these players showing us what it is to be an elite DAS player.
Yeah, these are like I don't know, they're giving real final boss vibes to me. It's like M. Bison versus Bowser or something. It's really good.
Yep, and I'm gonna mispronounce this probably. Akumike in the chat asking Poyo, you're not participating in this tournament, are you?
Oh, is Poyo participating?
No, Poyo is not here.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Nope. So yeah, right now Jacobo with some weight on the right side of that well. We're a third of the way to transition. 540K pace for Hana, 450K pace for Jacobo. So almost a palindrome if you put them together.
Yeah, that's right. I love a good palindrome.
Yep. Oh, RXS coming in with the fact check. No, Boyo's watching from the hotel. He got to buy to the finals.
I always love how accurate things RXS says are.
Yep, and Poyo saying that he hopes to go to Pasadena for the next World, CTWC.
Well, we'll see you there, Poyo.
Yep, there you go. That's right, Poyo. I can still read Spanish.
Yeah, so true. Yeah, RXS is the GOAT. And shout outs to you. Okay, a little bit of constipation here on this board, but gonna have to relieve it there. All right, we're all good.
Yep. And right now, we're coming up to halfway to transition. 206K for Jacobo, 246K for Hana. And Jacobo now on a 450K transition pace. And it looks like Hana's on, we're going to call this about a 540K pace. Has opened up a slight lead here.
Yeah, that T-spin was a little unnecessary, but I like your energy.
Yep, sometimes you got to showboat. I mean, maybe you're thinking it's Mario Kart and like you get a bonus if you do a trick like a little speed boost.
Yeah, a little speed boost, a little skip to the kill screen here.
Yeah, but again, both players clean boards. Jacobo does get that L piece to tuck in perfectly there, and he is Tetris ready, as is Hana. There it is for Hana. 323K to 259K is the score.
Hi, Kroyos. Good to see you. Hi, Pumpy. Yeah. yeah, sometimes you see some congestion in the board, and sometimes it's not congestion; it's in fact constipation. So it's more of a I'm trying to put the nuance there, right?
Yeah, that's a delicate one to put. That's a delicate one to put in. I mean, it takes a lot of tuck work, a lot of spins and flips, and
Yep.
next thing you know, you've got a board you don't like.
Yeah, that's right, and it happens in the blink of an eye, and that's why we're here.
Oh yeah, yep. But
Play
yeah,
by play.
giving you a score update here. Around 90 lines cleared, 313,000 for Jacobo, 397K for Hana, who does get the Toastress as we are nearing that Joey Parker turn.
Joey Parker turned into Toastress. Name a more iconic duo.
I don't know, Toast and EthanThoughts?
Yeah, Toast and EthanThoughts, baby.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yep, and Rogue Potato telling it like it is in the chat. But yeah, we have reached that turn here, so I mean, Hana's looking pretty solid. I'm going to say Hana should be able to get a 500K, maybe mid 500Ks transition, and Jacobo's going to be close.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is what I like to see in a decider. I don't like it to be very clear, because these players they fought each other. They were, not holding any punches, and then we're gonna see that one more time. Run that back.
No, absolutely. And in terms of seeding, this is also a fairly even matchup. You got the 14-seed Hana against the 19-seed Jacobo, and you've also got a drought forming here. We're at 20 pieces and counting, and thankfully Jacobo can't hear me because he is behind in the line count. So, oh my gosh, 27-piece drought here, and it ends as Hana gets a Tetris. Hana can get 2 more before the transition with max efficiency here, as Hana gets another 5 and below.
5 and belows are really underrated too. those are helpful.
They are not only are they a Tetris move, they are a high-end dollar store.
They are a high-end dollar store. I like 5 and below.
Yep, and transition happens for Hana at 505,000, and Jacobo's going to come in with a little bit of a messy transition into 19. He does so at 445K. This is a board he can get down, but it's going to take a little bit of help, and he marched it up there.
Yeah, he might have marched it up, and now we're in a bit of a
there is the march.
It's fine. It's fine. He's gonna get
just roll switch.
We can't roll switch. I was gonna say roll switch. I stopped myself. I forgot where we're at. That's
there
okay.
we go. Hana takes game number 5.
That was beautiful.
537K to 449K. Hana is gonna move on to day number 2. So there you go, folks. That is the match.